Hi, welcome to Desmond's Donders, the tour video. We had a great weekend last weekend in Port Soy, the old swimming pool there. Bright weather, batteries still giving us some issues, but plenty of power for the weekend. During the tour you might notice that there are one or two owls in the van. Yeah. Lindsay likes owls and therefore I like them. No, actually I do like them. I even wear a little owl pendant just to let her know who I am. Stops her throwing me out. So here we are looking backwards towards the bedroom and shower. On the left there, the main cupboard. Bed's very comfortable, French bed as they call them. Fixed. And here on the right, looking through the door there, you can just about make out the shower. When we stopped and in the van we put this cover over part of the alarm because there's a relay at the front, clicks away and it gets annoying. Map of Scotland to the right, large cupboard space. We'll look at the cupboard space in a second video more closely and look into both of them. You can see some of the artwork, an owl. This piece is called Zen by an artist called Bry Crow, and I can recommend, if you like these videos you'll like his videos over on the Ramblings and Art of Bry on YouTube. This one is called Release, another piece by Bry. That control there controls the strip lighting that I put in and allows us to have background lighting. It's a lovely vibrant piece. The camera never does Bry's work justice. You need to see it in the flesh. So here's our poppy from the display that was in London. As you know, we went to see the display in Perth. Just behind you can see my miniature medals, and then there's Great Uncle Bulgaria and his pal the owl. Great Uncle Bulgaria was bought as we Womble. Again, pulling back you can see the second cupboard, and this is a TV cupboard. Don't know why anybody would have a TV there. We use it for other things. There's an owl I made. The TV cupboard has wine holders in it, spirit bottles normally to be found there. That flexible door there can be pulled across, but we rarely use it. This is the large cupboard. The base of it is where the heating system is. I replaced one of the spotlights with a double USB charger, and you can just make out the strip light LED that runs across here, and there it's in this controller at the other end. It gives us some ambient background light, and of course there's the remaining spotlight. Of course, here is the accurate map of Scotland for which we make our detailed plans for our journeys, which get thrown straight out of the window. Let's move back to the shower. Not very straight and wobbly. You can see a full-size shower, door swings round, and a nice wooden floor. We had a funny smell in the van just after we got it. It turned out the wooden floor was starting to rot, so I had that out and cleaned it up and varnished it. course we have in there the toilet as well, normal caravan toilet. We have 2 cassettes, one stored under the bed. You can see here I've opened up the cupboard, and in the background you can see our main controller for the dual panels that we have on the roof, both showing us charging away there, steady red lights. And we also have in the cupboard, following it round, the meter, which gives a more accurate indication of what's happening with the panels and the batteries in the system. You can see here the table is stored. We've bought a smaller table which stores beside it, which we use most of the time. And down here, underneath the coats and jackets, this is where the heater, water heater and blown air heating system is. It keeps you closed in there nice and warm. You obviously put on a warm jacket just before you pop out into the cold weather. And up here on the right, you can just make out one of my fishing rods, an umbrella. There's another fishing rod behind that, a fishing rod, small one lying, and that's the TV aerial. And a battery operated light, which I put in just to throw some light on the subject when looking for the right jacket. What we're looking at here isn't the toilet, but the underbed storage. Some say there's room for 2 bodies in there. I reckon I can get a good deal more. That's our thermal pot there. Put something in there hot and it stays hot and continues to cook until you're ready to eat it 6 hours later. Silver screen's tucked away in the corner. Got a battery operated light here which I'll switch on, and it might show a little bit more. There you go, you can see it coming on. All the stuff for filling water and sitting on, and oh look, fishing gear, there's a surprise. Huge amount of space, and we barely use any of it. We could easily overload a motorhome with the storage under the bed. We do keep some water, slippers, and somewhere in here, I think I filmed it, tonic water. No, not for gin, I like to drink it. And as you can see, it's simple to operate. You just push it back down into its storage while looking at the toilet. Quick look inside cutlery drawers, easy to operate, push button. These are great, they keep everything securely fastened when you're moving along. Good place to store an emergency torch, and sufficient cutlery for an army by the looks of that. And the large door at the base, loads of storage there. Use food in the bottom, in the bag, it's easier, and a secure compartment underneath. Nothing kept in there, it just gives you access to pipes and what have you. The door to the right there is the fridge, and there's the bed again as I swing round and move back. You can see the sink. Those eggs are for dehumidifying. You take them and microwave them to recharge them. And we don't have a microwave in it any longer. I took that out. That microwave cupboard at the end there makes a perfect bread bin. More storage. We have a barometer, and underneath it is a wombling stick strapped by the door, ready for use. There's another egg, and the camera case sat on top of the stove, full burner, one of which is electric, so it gets used as a pot stand. Yeah, the sink works. There's the oven, lovely for doing your roast turkey at Christmas, and pot and pan storage underneath. This is another piece of Brycro's work. Bucolic piece. It's this one is not done justice by the camera. It is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. My favourite one. And there's a small TV. We use that mostly for movies. Owls above it, and a plaque at the top there. I'll zoom in and let you read it. This was given to us by a friend. It says, "I live with fear every day, but sometimes she lets me go fishing." And a few of the pins we collect as we go on our way. You'll note one of them's an owl. More storage to the left there. And as we swing round, above them, between these two spotlights, just going out of view, there's more lighting. We'll come to that pole across the top in a minute. More decoration and memories. Tickets for when we were at the Falkirk Wheel. Down below, that's not a fishing rod, that's antennas for my radio. There, another control for the ambient lighting, and a pin board full of owls. Look at that, I wonder why. And a good use of a TV arm there. Yep, it's got the head units for my radio. This is where I operate amateur radio on 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and the HF bands while we're away. I'll do more on these in a separate video. There they are. Three cupboards at the front, one massive one right across. The left and right ones, the right hand side ones, the library. The left hand one is the camera equipment when we're away. Fiat Ducato front end, a thing for cleaning the windscreen, my hat and gloves, a proper compass, the mount in front of that for the dash cam, and the other side the mounts for radio and sat nav. Both seats at the front are captains, and so can be swung round. Butterfly with a couple of hand candles above the driving seat. And the control unit. This is where domestic lighting and heating is controlled. We have a small picture of Lindsay's mother and father. Standard control unit there. Nicely charging battery. And this is the hot water and blown air heating control. We have cab curtains around the front, as you can see, but we also fitted, and this is where we come to that pole, an extra curtain which we can pull across, and here you can see it all tied up. It pulls across at night, just gives us another layer of insulation when we're in bed, and also gives the cat a private area when she's with us at night. Don't ask, she's a cat. We have a large skylight, which at the moment is filled with blue sky. Main lighting and a small vent. And there's the main seating, as well as the captain's chairs. Plenty of room, oven and storage again, and the fridge beside it. There really is an awful lot of storage, both inside and outside. I'll show you more of the outside when I do a new tour, shall we say. If you look back to some of the early videos, there is a tour there. And another poppy. I'll tell you more about that another time. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I say, think about subscribing if you're not already. And like, dislike, comment below. And if I get enough questions, enough comments, you never know, I might stop appearing or I might appear more.